Welcome back to Yu Yu Hakusho Anime Review Part 2. Talking about Season 2 of Yu Yu Hakusho, the Dark Tournament Saga. A long season. Yeah, I just finished watching it. Now, I thought originally this season was going to be 31 episodes. I miscounted. It was actually 41 episodes, and it took me over 3 days to get this done. Now, basically, this unlike last season, what it looked like was a series of story arcs that was loosely connected for the Spirit Detective Saga. This one is like a run-of-the-mill. It's basically a tournament. Basically, anime basically tends to do this. Pokemon does this a lot. Pretty much like almost every season, there's a tournament. Let's see. Naruto has done this a couple times. Let's see, basically from the tuning exams. And Bleach never did this. No, Bleach never did this at all. But this is actually the third one I've seen. Oh yeah, and actually it's the fourth one because I kind of forgot Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. I've done it as well. Super is doing it right now because that's one of the best things about Dragon Ball is the tournaments. So this is actually the probably like the fifth anime I've seen where there's an actual tournament. And I would say it's the first one since the original Dragon Ball where it took up an entire season. Yes, they had a whole season called the World Tournament Saga. This one's known as the Dark Tournament Saga, where basically you have the characters fighting a bunch of demons. Now, there are some team members basically, like, one of the teams basically where the Yusuke, he fought a group of ninjas, and their leader, I kid you not, when I saw this guy, I thought this was the pretty brother of the Thunder Brothers from Inuyasha, because the guy has the same exact appearance, same ponytail. It's like the same exact character, just done their different name, and he's a ninja, not some demon like he was in Inuyasha. That's what I thought when I saw him. Now his group was actually a pretty dang good group of characters, so kudos basically for the animators doing a great job of bringing these characters to life. There was one other group which had a guy who looked like Guile from Street Fighter. No, seriously, if you look up this guy online, if you look at his appearance, he looks almost exactly like Guile from Street Fighter. I've never played Street Fighter, but I know the guy's appearance. And I know in live action, the guy was played by Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah. But, yeah. Oh, and they had one team where it consisted of a kid, a guy, an alcoholic who basically has an English dub, an Australian accent for some reason. A guy who looks like almost exactly like the main character from Fairy Tail. Even though I've never watched Fairy Tail, but I know the image. Just take away the horn and give him a vest, and bam. Oh yeah, and make it a little more thinner. And yeah, he's the main character from Fairy Tail. Of course, I've never watched Fairy Tail. My friend Edgar loves the series. I know he's watched the anime. I don't know I think he may or may not have read the manga. I don't know. I'm planning on doing it, though I've heard that the manga is ending really soon, in a couple months, from what I've heard about it. In the case of this, now as for the final team Toguro, who were kind of like the main antagonists this whole season, the Toguro, the leader of the team, yeah, I looked up basically who voices him. Excuse me, it's the actor who is Filmation's choice to voice Cell. Yeah, seriously, it's the voice actor for Cell. Yep, it's Cell. The one looks like a vampire with a mask on. You probably think he look like freaking Dracula. Yeah, this guy was like, I heard his voice. I'm like, man, this voice sounds so familiar. And I looked it up. It's the guy who voices Kiba, who was the English dub voice for Kiba from Naruto, and this guy also voiced two noteworthy characters from Bleach. He voiced later. This is of course after the show aired. I think he may or may not have started doing the dub voice for. I think he did for Bleach after he did, but for Naruto he might have started like not long after the dub actually aired. The two characters this guy known for dubbing in Bleach, voice acting. He voiced Sasuke Aizen, and he voiced Gian Shiba, the one who rides a bull and is the younger brother of a gorgeous woman. Yeah, he voices those two characters. Yep. Um, yeah, and he gets killed by Kurma. This why his name is pronounced Kurmama in the dub. I prefer Kurma better because it's the same exact spelling. Hiddite takes on the big guy in the armor of the group, which I looked him up, and the guy who voices him, voiced Tien Shinhan from Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and I think he still does. Um, uh, I think he still does the dubbing for him, especially since Super has started dubbing right now. Because they recently started dubbing. I think there were about a dozen episodes in by now. I'm not really sure exactly how far they're into it. Oh, there is one other character, Genkai, who is Yusuke's teacher. There is one other character she's known for voicing in Dragon Ball. Well, Dragon Ball franchise, aside from Frieza. She also voiced Fortune Teller Baba. Yep, Fortune Teller Baba, the older sister of Master Roshi. Yeah, that's who she's known for voicing. They did have the character die toward the end of the season, but later, yeah, she's alive and well. Great fight scenes overall. Hidai basically, I think I can see pronounce his name, Hidai. Short little guy, tall black hair. Yeah, you got a chance to see his signature moves as this dark black dragon flame. He uses it to kill two people. He uses it to kill the one of the first match they were in, and one actually in the excuse me, and the second team to Goro. And throughout the whole time this whole thing is going on, the committee, the tournament committee is frequently against them. Well, one of the reasons why is one of the team with the ninja team basically. How should I put this? They pretty much put the guy who owns them. He put the committee in his back pocket. He spent his entire fortune, and then later on he gets killed by Toguro by licking his finger at him. Same way he killed the other guy at the start of the season. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Toguro was supposedly killed at the end of the previous season, but he's alive and well. Also, Kazuma's girlfriend, which she kind of noticing that he does have a thing for her. This rabbit goes googly eyes anytime he sees her, though he's frequently afraid of his own sister. Kind of imagine something happens in Bleach. But yeah, though he's no longer chasing Bonton. Yeah, but when he saw that when he was battling the ninja in the final match of that particular round, because well the deck was stacked against him, he's basically about to lose, and all of a sudden she just shows up. She showed up prior to this because well originally in the manga they had Yusuke's mother go to the tournament, but they changed it to Kazem Sisters, which makes more sense for her to go because I didn't really care for it. It kind of feels like the anime did a lot more for her justice for her than the manga did for her. My personal guess is the reason why is because the writer basically had no time to develop her character. He gave a little bit of development to Yusuke's mother. Yeah. Though she hasn't appeared that much. Half the time when she appears, she's usually drunk. Yeah. Though if Yusuke had a wish, he would probably wish that his mother stopped being drunk. Though, the thing is, his mother does not abuse him at all. It's never shown that he's ever... even though she gets drunk, she never gets, like... she never beats him up. She does occasionally slap him. But, probably because being bad. But, yeah, basically the way it's shown is that Bonton is sort of intimidated by Keiko and Surumi, I think that's how you pronounce the name, Kazuma's older sister, into going. And they actually go. Yep. And it's wonderful to see. I can't remember her name. She's Hidai's sister. Let's see if I can look her up here. Let's see. Let's see if I can find her here. Yukina. Yeah, that's her name, Yukina. She is and Kawabara's sister is Chishuru. hmm Yeah, that is her name. Okay, but yeah, and also she's sort of developing a romantic attachment to, or at least a romantic attraction to, the owner of Team Togoro, who is this sort of, well, ladies might describe him as a handsome guy, but he's got a scar across his eye, which of course the show never bothered to explain that at all. Oh, and most of the time when he's usually seen with a glass of wine in his hand. Yeah, that's the weird thing about him, is that most time he's usually seen with a glass of wine in his hand, or he's smoking. Yeah, though Suzuru basically does the same thing. She frequently smokes a lot. Though nowadays you probably won't see characters smoke in anime anymore. Well, not the ones I've seen. I mean, you don't see it in Dragon Ball Super. I mean, Bulma, I think in Dragon Ball Z, did smoke once or twice. Yeah, but I think that the animators realized, though, yeah, we should not have our characters smoking. Let's just drop it with no explanation. Though it's kind of explained that she may have picked up the habit from her father, Dr. Brief, who was frequently shown smoking a lot. But in the case of Shizuru, she may or may not have given up smoking because of Shango's death. Yeah, he kills himself by blowing up the stadium. The second one, they had to move for some reason. They had to move because it's, well, semi-final match, which almost dead. Which yeah, it looks more demon-like. The second scene, the first scene looks more like very normalish. The second scene works very demonish. Also, I gotta point this out because I gotta go soon. Pretty much when it comes to this season, like, for some reason I have no idea why they thought this was a good idea. After episode 65, the last episode of the season, episode 66, for some reason the animation style changed. I'm like, okay, I don't really get why. And the animation style is kind of familiar to me because I did see in the first two Pokemon movies. And I think this was the animation style they did use the first two seasons of the show. So at least I'm familiar with this animation style, but it seemed a little more cleaner and a little more streamlined for the mid 90s standards. But yeah, it's a good season nonetheless. I just kind of wish it didn't take me this long to get through it because it's 41 episodes. The next season's not as long, it's only 28, so this one won't take me too long. Okay, so that's really it. It's a good season. Next season is a Chapter Black Saga, and it's the third season of the show, and it's the penultimate season of the whole series. Yeah, and then after that, it's the final season, which is 18 episodes, and then the movies, and then I'll give my final thoughts. Basically, there's going to be about 3 more videos of this, and that's it. Yep, that's it. Basically, part 3 was season 3. Part 4 will be, actually, it'll be 4 videos because I think part 6 will be my final thoughts on the anime and the movies, and what else they could have done with it, and maybe possibly do crossovers. Okay, so that's it for this video. Stay tuned for part 3. Might go up in the next couple days. While I talk about season 3, the Chapter Black Saga. Okay, but until then, I will see you there. Bye.